Alright, I am, if you are, willing to consider that death due to, I guess, a bug. They should, I don't believe they should be able to shoot through the rocks so easily. So, what I've done is, I don't know if you could see any of it here, I didn't really check. Wow, you can't. Oh, you can a little bit. So what I've done is I've surrounded this place in a box of heavy armor blocks to hopefully be more tangible to to the bullets from these drones. Because I was noticing that it felt like just a few of them were getting through. Not all of them, just a few. So, or just enough to damage it, but not enough to just like destroy this whole area. Because if you remember from early on when we're in the ship, those drones could tear apart like a huge space very quickly. So I'm hoping those will at least like mitigate the stuff that's not actually supposed to get through. So back to it, I guess. What I did do is I did repair that one light armor block in that one, or not light armor, the interior plate, and that one, and I've surrounded the place. So we're back. Oh, and I repaired that battery because what had happened was the batteries got hit, and that caused this to go offline. So when I died, it ended up just not allowing me to respawn. So we're just going to continue from where we left off, and hopefully that's enough to get us going pretty well here. Okay, so if I remember correctly, it was almost time to turn on the drill. So let's go ahead and dump all this extra stuff that I don't need. I just went and gathered that while I was there. Let me make sure I did not leave creative mode tools on. Nope. Okay, good. Because I tend to leave that on. Especially when I have to set up something. Alright, so we're here. We can now turn on the drill. Hopefully. I do believe it's done. It looks done. Alright, drill's on. We're now gathering stone at a decent rate. Okay, and are we refining it? Is the refinery getting the stone? So far, no. Where is the stone? Hold on. Stone. It's in the drill, and it can't get back to anything, so the connection was severed somewhere. Let's go ahead and check it out here. Oh, yeah, because I needed a few large steel tubes, so, well, I turned on the drill so it could grab me stone then. And I'll just manually just kind of float it over here. There we go. Into the refinery with you. I only need 8 more large steel tubes. We'll be good with that. Alright. So let's go ahead and queue up. I think 6 now. Right? How many do we need? Okay, we have 3 of 10. So we only need 7. So yeah, I queued up 6. Okay. I said 8. I did 6. Basic assembler has all 7 done. Now we should be able to turn this on. Let's go. Oh, we also need 9 steel plates. I didn't notice that. Okay, well, we need 7. We need 7 of those too. Oh, not the survival kit. Please don't transfer all the stuff there. Okay, 7 of those. We should be good. Wow, that thing's fast. I didn't realize it was that fast. All right, let's go ahead and drop this stuff in. And we now have a pipe. We have a functioning pipe. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead and kick this drill on. And then we're going to tell it to slowly move outwards with the piston, wherever that control for the piston went. What is this? This is another interior wall that's just kind of out here. That's okay. Okay. So now we have somewhat stable resources. We have resources. So 0.0, let's try 4. That might be a little quick. Let's see. No, I feel like that's actually a good speed for this. Okay. So this area, not all of this area is covered. Obviously that way isn't covered. So if stuff does fly through here, it is going to hit the back of this. So what I am going to do is I am going to, as I get more steel plates, reinforce the back here, which should just kind of just be done in general, but it'll be a little bit nicer with this. What's damaged down here? We got broken interior wall. Not really. It's just kind of hanging on. Okay, so we're doing okay. We got food and water. Just immediately just plowed through that food and water. Oh my gosh. Okay, and we will need to create some water because I don't believe we are. I don't believe we have any food. Food, mush. Oops, mush. Nope. Okay, we got nothing to eat. So let me go ahead and resequence some food, which 10 synth food should be good enough. All right, so we got this nice, lovely drill going, slowly pushing through the stone, gathering some more material so that we don't have to do the drilling of stone, which makes me so happy. We should have a lot of cobalt because I did grab some cobalt. So I got 594 and 72. So we're good for steel plates. So now we can continue. Actually, I could just put a bob. I can definitely put a bob and have it repair stuff. But I do need to check my progression tree because I need to be able to build the ship. So we need an assembler now. We've done a basic assembler, so we need to build an assembler. Where can we put that? I can cut this off and put an assembler. Let's look at the assembler's ports. The assembler has those upgrade ports on the side. I know at some point, yeah, it does. Okay, there we go. So we cannot do what I was thinking. Yep. Because to do that, the port's now up there. So I could just drill out more area, but that's gonna I think it's gonna start drilling into the plates that are up there. So we will not put an assembler that way. I might just throw it where the basic assembler is. That might be a good spot for it. Or just under the drill. There is this spot right here and over there. Let's do right here. This looks like a decent spot. So let's get this assembler going because I want to get back to that ship and I'm kind of getting impatient. So we'll do it like that so we have an accessible port. Let's grab some steel plates, which we now should have tons of material for. Oh, we are starting to fill up with material, so let's go ahead and shut that off and let the drill just kind of sit there and idly grab stuff. It's not going to grab too much now that it's kind of not exposed as much. Yeah, so now we're just churning through it. We should start to run out of storage, or we'll probably start to run out of storage. Let's go ahead and grab, oh, we are not producing any food. It's disabled. What? Oh, I turned off the block for some reason. Yes, please refine the stuff. We don't have any drinking. We do have drinking water packets. Probably need some more. All right, we'll turn this on and let it refine whatever ice we have. Since we have ice in good amounts, we'll pull it from the generator. We don't need it that much. All right, we'll chuck it in there. Oh, it's recycling the gray water too. That's fine. All right, so we're starting to gather enough materials. Okay, good. And we have some food to eat. There we go. Somehow I was having a food problem. Literally given all the stuff I needed and I was running out of food. That's other priorities for you. Okay, so we got some 20 steel plates. We'll just set those in so I can start building this. And we'll have some extra steel plates laying around. Nope, I did it the wrong way. There we go. Okay, so we got the assembler. I'm going to go ahead and build it up. We need 10 metal grids. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this to the build planner. Control middle click. Nope, that's build vision. Yep, thank you. Alt middle click. Nope. Right click. There we go. Right click. I'll eventually remember those controls. All right, so set everything to production queue. There we go. And click it once, because if you click it twice, it tends to break everything. Or not break everything, but it doesn't confirm when you press it. I think you have to use the middle mouse button outside of it to see it's confirming it. Okay. So that's the assembler. We need to build the assembler for progression, so I'm checking that off mentally. That unlocks the gravity generator and everything. We don't need to build a safe zone, which I think we need a jump drive to build. Okay, so we do need to build a gravity generator, which will allow us to build a jump drive, which is essential to that. Once we build the assembler, we can start building better weapons. We need to start with a small Gatling gun. Okay. And then we can build a rocket launcher that unlocks the other rocket weapons. I never thought I was going to be paying so much close attention to Space Engineers. Oh, the progression in Space Engineers. I need to build a beacon so that I can continue that. Ugh. Okay, what do I need for solar panels? Solar panels. Once I build them, then I can build everything else. And I believe it looks like I've already built a solar panel. Wonderful. Okay. And it looks like most things are unlocked, except, well, I just need to build a bigger refinery or a basic refinery. Didn't I build a basic refinery? Oh, I built the basic refinery. I need to build a bigger refinery to unlock the reactor and the Naquita production facility, because I forgot I had the Stargate mod in here. Build a light armor block to unlock the variations. Okay, cool. So there's not too much left to unlock. It's, the gravity generator, which is the big one. So we're gonna let the basic assembler finish up, and then I'm gonna use some power. some resources to build this battery. So let's go and right click and then drop those in the build planner as well. Just because I know we have the material for it. Because I know we have a lot of material. There we go. Look at all that. Look at all those resources we've got. You can build anything except the giant ship that we need to build. But we're starting with the small base because it seemed like a fun idea. All right. It was a suggested idea, and it seemed very fun. Okay, metal grids displays the rest of the motors. That's understandable. What do we got over here? We have the basic refiner has gotten through all the stone. That's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and kick this back on. Or kick this back on. Gently turn it back on because it's a display, and I can only imagine you gotta like touch the little bits on the display. Oh, that would get so hard to do after a little while. Okay, so let's go ahead and fly back through, and then over to the battery, which just needed power cells and computers, so it didn't really queue up that much. All right, so we have the grids, the computers, and the motors. I feel like we're getting really close to building that assembler. Cool. Once my energy recharges, any moment now, I think I'm going to build, to help fend off the drones, I need to build, weapons, but I need to build the small Gatling turret first, so I might build like a little drone to go fight them with. Just use hydrogen because I don't have any, I don't believe I have the materials needed for a, oh, I'm missing computers still, that's okay. But I don't believe I have the materials that you need for, ion. No, I need gold and I need, what is it? Platinum for the ion thrusters. They're kind of expensive if you think about it. I didn't think they would be that expensive till right at this moment when I thought about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the remainder of the materials, which is going to be great because we can now have an assembler and it actually unlocks things eventually when we get there. And then I can lop off the old assembler and not use it. Oh, but we have the O scrap mod, so maybe not lop off the old assembler. Okay, right up to full health. There we go. Okay, we don't want this thing destroyed so easily. All right, let's drop some stuff in the protein resequencer. Sure. And synth food only does you to 50%. I just remembered that. Ooh, I need to get some nicer food. I thought I started out with some seeds, but I might have lost them in all the fighting. It seems like something that could have happened. That's okay. For right now, I believe we're almost fully extended on this piston, which is kind of crazy. I didn't think it would get there that fast. But yep, piston's fully extended, so once that starts to stop producing, which I think it did, we'll go ahead and grab the rotor and push it out the last little bit. Rotor. Advanced rotor. Displace 20 centimeters. We'll get every little bit of stone that we can. Because that's all we've got. That is every little bit. Okay. Now we can just go ahead and retract it. It doesn't matter too much. It's just gonna pick up whatever it can pick up while it's there. That's not a very impressive machine, but I'm not known for building impressive machines. Okay, so we got 3 of those steel plates. All right, cool. So we should have most of the materials we need to continue. What requires all these plates and stuff? And these motor. I put 2 of the. That's what it was. Okay, I accidentally put 2 of the big assemblers. That explains it. Okay, well we don't need those motors. I can take that scrap and throw it in there. All right, scrap will be refined real quick. There we go. Okay. So now it looks like we've pushed through all the stone, which kind of sucks. But that's all right. We get some power cells, and I can get that second battery going, and we can go from 4 hours of power to many more hours of power. Actually, while that's going, I'm just going to go ahead and take these interior plates and the interior walls, and I'm going to go ahead and finish building up this place so that we can have an airtight room once again. That was so I could put something there. I think that was going to be the bob. Okay, so we'll just kind of drop that along there. I don't believe we need one right there, but I'm putting one right there. And I can't place that one, which is okay. Got a little right-click drilling going on. There we go. I can detach blocks with control while grinding. Hopefully not with a drill. Okay, let's just continue. Oh, there's a little bit of... There we go. There's a little bit of scrap metal there. And a small ship interior wall. Is that a thing? Did they just... Oh, yeah, they didn't... They do a small ship kind of block update. I don't remember. We need steel plates, which I believe we have enough for me to build one of these. So this shouldn't be... This should be pretty great because I get to unlock something else. Any moment now. Voila! Something else has been unlocked. We have unlocked new things and new ideas to build with. Alright, so I'm on the wall. Get off the wall. Okay, so that looks like that's most of everything. Let me get a door going. Just so we can have a little bit of passage. There we go. Yeah, I need quite a bit of stuff for a door, but we'll be okay. Alright, sounds like the assembler finished or ran out of material. Hopefully it is the former. And there we go. We have now, hopefully, 6 to 8 hours of power. 8 ideally. 6 probably. But, oh, it's probably gone up since nothing's operating. We just have the drill spinning for no reason. We got 8 days. Okay, so once the refinery and the assembler aren't doing anything, we have tons of power. Sheesh. Didn't realize we had that much power. Alright, now we got a drill that's slowly retracting, which isn't going to get many things. No, it's not. I want to switch it to right-click drilling just to fill out an area so I can grab the material from it, or so they can build new drills next to it. No, we're not ready for a fight. we have nothing. Why do you want to fight someone who has nothing? I have this basic little base, but it's practically nothing compared to the ship that thing guy's got. All right, let's see here. Reactor scrap. We don't have anything for that. We did grab a bunch of uranium at some point, didn't we? I might have lost it when I died. Yeah, that might be a consequence of that, but that's okay. Wasn't our little friend around here somewhere? Hello, little friend. We were currently scavenging you for parts, but I think someone might have blown you up in the meantime. Oh, yeah, kind of looks like that. At least in the light side of the asteroid, there is nothing. There is no little drone that is floating around. Oh, what is that? What is this? This is ice. Okay, this is ice. Definitely ice. All right, and it tells me it's ice. Okay. We have very angry dogs again. Not very angry. Everyone starts howling, and they start howling, and it's a howl fest. Okay, so we have the stone that we got through there. We're just kind of restarting, but not restarting. It's kind of interesting. Oh, hey, here's all our broken solar panels. Thank you for illuminating yourselves. Ooh, that is a bit squished, isn't it? Okay, well, that one's really broken. These ones are kind of broken. And these really don't have anything but solar cells that they need to be rebuilt. I think I'll rebuild them after I come up with a better turret to place right here to help defend them. Or to place at the end. Let's see what we need. So to get the Gatling turret, we could do the small ship ones. Actually, yeah, that's a small ship one. But we have to build this one first. So we build a Gatling gun and we can go turreting. So let's build a little drone. You know, that's just impromptu tiny drone. Okay, so impromptu tiny drone, but first placing down a bob. The door doesn't allow me to progress anything, right? No, I don't think so. Okay, so I don't need to build the door, which is fine. We can go ahead and build a repair system. And plop it down right there when I have more steel plates. Was it? No? Yeah, no, I didn't need more steel plates. Okay, so the front is down. How about the front is top? There we go. That makes it a little bit more sense. So when I inevitably need to manipulate the area, I can actually see what I'm doing. All right, so let's go ahead and check the build planner, make sure those things are removed. Add these things to the build planner. Hopefully, I'm just going to turn off the basic assembler. Maybe that will not allow it to all send all the stuff there. Let's see. Not doing anything. How about the real assembler? You got something doing? Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll allow... That's not continuous mode, right? No, that's cooperative mode. Good, good. And then we can turn on the basic assembler. Maybe cooperative mode will help there. I don't know if it only counts towards devices of the same type, so we'll see. But now that we've gotten these materials going, we are on a good path. I'm just going to check everything from there into here. I somehow made another grinder. Okay. And we'll take everything that we do have and start building with it. Nope, I ran out of space. All right. We have all the steel plates we needed for it, which is the thing I don't really want to do, but I have a lot of iron now, so I'm being a little bit wasteful now that I have tons of resources. Okay, not tons of resources, just significantly more than I had before. All right, so that little bit of ice that we got from our sample. Okay, so while that's going, let me go ahead and figure out how I want to do this little drone, which I should have kept those steel plates for. That's part of the thing I want to keep. There we go. So let's figure out how we want to do this. Let me make a little platform for it. That'll be cool. Little platform to host the drone. We'll call it the drone platform. And you know what? I might as well make it the platform for me getting off of the place. Just so I can, do like, oh, you know what? I wonder if I can jump over to the other side. Hold on. let me indulge my curiosity. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh. I did it. Well, it makes sense, but for some reason in my head I didn't think I was going to make it. Let me try jumping a little lower. Oh, that's what I thought was going to happen. I'm trying to make it into that hole now, but I'm getting distracted. Let me try one more time into the hole. No, I'm going to overshoot it again, but I think I'm a little bit closer. And bonk. Oh, that shouldn't be that fun, but it was very fun. Just to see if I can do that, like, float. So if I do run out of power, we have a salvage drone. Wonderful. Okay. Hopefully it's not armed to the teeth. It probably is. Let's build another drone really quick. So we need, let's think here. Landing gear. We need, that's just to start it. Some blocks. We need a generator of oxygen and hydrogen. Yep. And we need thrusters. Not those ones. Hydrogen thrusters. What is this? Oh, those are the tier 0 and tier things. Okay, what about the normal hydrogen thrusters? They are locked behind tiers? Where are the normal hydrogen thrusters? Do I need to build, I need to build a hydrogen tank. Ooh. Okay. Little drone with a tank. There we go. Little drone with a hydrogen tank. Just a huge target to paint on it. Okay. Then I can build the normal thrusters. We need a gyroscope. They're both animated. Cool. I like the animated gyroscopes. They look good. And he's already here. You know what? He's going to stay there because he hasn't... Oh, energy's low. He's going to stay there because he hasn't figured out how to get anywhere yet. Do I recharge while sitting here? I'm going to sit here and stare at it. I have the little targeting indicator on the seat. It's like this base is ready to attack. Okay. Ooh, a meteor storm. That doesn't affect me in the slightest. Okay. Unless meteors can also fly through the asteroids, which would be interesting. Oh, they could fly through the big hole. Okay. Let's get this started. I was too excited. I got so busy Wednesday that I didn't end up playing, but we now have me playing. Okay, so let's put this massive hydrogen tank. Oh my gosh, it's huge. What was that? Oh, it was a meteor. I forgot there was a meteor storm going on. This massive hydrogen tank that's just sitting there. Regardless of which way I orient it, it's the same size. It's 3x3, so you can flip a 3x3 cube all you want. It's still going to be a 3x3 cube. Let's see. Let me go ahead and place this here on the front. Why not? Why not on the front? Front seems like a good place as any. Okay, so now we can... I have to build a hydrogen tank first. So by the time I've finished this, how many more drones will have arrived? That's a good question. That's probably a very valid question as well. That assembler. What was that assembler building? The rest of the stuff for the Bob. Okay. So I need to build the hydrogen tank first. So let me go ahead and cut that. Grab the hydrogen tank. Oh, I can't put it in the build planner. No, this is how I can put it in the build planner. Boop. There we go. I have now placed it in the build planner, and we can now not put 2 components to production. What didn't get put to production? Ooh, and we ran out of material too. Ooh, that was really quick. What couldn't get put to production? Steel plates, large steel tubes, computers, small steel tube construction components. There is nothing that can't be produced. Okay. Let me turn off the basic assembler again. Maybe it's getting in the way. I don't know. That doesn't make sense, but we'll see if that does anything. You know what? We have the materials here. I'll just use the materials destined for the Bob to build the hydrogen tank. That way we can continue to build the Bob and not worry too much about it. Okay, we got a hydrogen tank going. I shouldn't have wasted those steel plates because I am now short on them. So we need large steel tubes, or tubes of large steelness. Let's go 8 more. We don't have enough. Okay. Well, that's understandable. Okay, we need 30 more. I can't even begin to think about fighting back. I don't have the material. Okay. Where did all this go? Where did all this material go? I've produced nothing. I've built an assembler. That entire tunnel of rock made an assembler, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'd like to see you turn. I'd like to see anyone turn that into something that produces a lot of different machinery. That's pretty interesting. Okay. I figured the rates were different, but that's fine. So now, what do I need? The rotor. Yep. The advanced rotor. Let's pull it back in. There we go. Might just nab a little bit more. It's probably not going to do much for me, but that's okay. Go ahead and turn the drill off. We don't need it running right now. What I do need is for it to be the right size for me to do this, which I do not believe it is. Okay. So I should have built the Bob first, because then I could be just drilling and Bob could be collecting. But that's not what happened. Well then, what do we have? What do we have for Bob? We've got some of the construction components. Actually, we have quite a bit of stuff. Let's put away the steel plates. We needed the rest of the small steel tubes, all 10 of those large steel tubes, and computers and the rest of the motors. Okay. Well, that happens. So now we can go ahead and try to build that drill. While the salvage drone sits ever so... What the heck is a Intrepidus Angelus? The Intrepid Angel? I don't know what intrepid means. I'll have to look it up. So we need to build a second and a third drill on the sides of this drill, just so they can continue, and then I can start to spin them, and that'll be really fun. So let's get more drills going. Might as well start digging it out right now. I'm not going to right-click drill because I need the material, and it's going to stutter and explode. There we go. We'll just grab all of that. What? Oh, I see where everything went. Everything got put to Q in the survival kit. What's that about? How come it thinks it can queue it in there? I can't turn it off because then I can't survive. Don't queue here, please. That's what I'm gonna call it. Survival kit, don't queue here, please. Because there's all the stuff that I needed there. There's probably the rest of the computers and all the other stuff to build the Bob. So let me see what we have in terms of iron. Maybe I can finish the Bob. But I did just go ahead and nab a bunch of stone while we were here, because I was trying to build a opening for the drill, which I do believe we have enough space for. Let's go drill. Nope, still not enough space. Maybe if I'm not standing there? No. Okay, so it needs this upper corner here. But before I do that, let's go ahead and check the assemblers, because they're probably doing something they shouldn't be. This one produced more construction components. Cool. Ooh, I can make armor. That's nice. That would be really nice, because I tend to get just eviscerated by these machines, or by these drones. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut that out of the build planner. We will right-click the build and repair system. And it will hopefully queue everything into the correct assembler. And if it doesn't, I will do it manually. And queue. 2 components cannot be put to production, probably because they're in the survival kit. Yep. Okay. And in the assembler. Why? Why is that? Why is that normal? So let's go to survival kit because it probably has all my. Yep, it has a bunch of iron and nickel. Shouldn't be in there. What if I just inundate it with gravel? No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's just go ahead and I keep getting like spooked by the flying little bits because I think it's the drone over there shooting and making it through. Okay, and there is nothing there protecting me either, so I didn't consider that. I didn't actually think about it at all because I figured that when the front got blown off that the drone was like pointing through one of the holes. Ugh. I probably should have done something else about that. Okay. Well, we're here now. So let's see how much iron we have to see if I need to just keep going to get more. I will need to keep going to get more. And this will tell us exactly how many things we need. So we need 57 small steel tubes, 10 large steel tubes, 24 motors. Okay. That's easy enough to do. So 57-ish. Oh, I deleted it. Okay. So we'll do 20 large steel tubes. Hold on, let me find out. 10 large steel tubes and quite a few motors. Yeah, 40 motors. That'll be enough. Okay, well, it's less than 40 motors. It's about 21 motors, but that's exactly 21 motors, not about. But we will have we do have more materials to be gathering because we do not have enough for what we need. So what I was hoping would be the end of me having to drill is just me having to drill more. I should have went straight away to produce the 3 drills, but that's now a lesson learned. Good, very good to learn lessons, especially when there's lessons to be learned. Okay, so if I turn that on, does it pick those up? No, it does not. Okay, that's also a good, interesting note. It does not pick up the. I think the thing's trying to walk over here. It's like bumping into the wall and it's like popping back up. I don't know. I hope it's nuclear powered because then I can go ahead and grab its uranium and use that for eventually powering the large ship, which is going to need a lot of power initially. Because the updated version, actually the updated version has roughly the same amount of batteries. It's just set up better, just so I don't, just so I can rely on power. Well, actually I would rely on the same amount of power. It just feels like it's set up better. I actually haven't worked on it in a while because I hit it like a block because I'm not very good at designing things. I'm actually absolutely horrible at doing it. But what is blocking it now? I'm gonna guess there's some large area that's blocking it. I'm going to use 1 steel plate to put that in, but I figured it was good. But we'll continue to drill. And hopefully we have enough. Did that just despawn? Oh, am I going over the... I thought it was like 100 and something is the limit, but there's probably little bits floating around. Does it take away stuff by, like, least value or least prior? Like, will it take away stuff by how old it is or by how valuable it is? Is it, like, going to leave uranium floating around instead of stone? Both of those ideas make sense. It's like, yes, we would want to leave it to where it takes just the stuff that you're probably not caring about, but at the same time you also don't want to have that for too long. Oh, I dented the roof. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. There's no roof there. The rock is impervious to small bullets. They don't penetrate through like several meters of asteroid. Let's see, at least 100 meters of asteroid. I don't know, maybe this thing's like honeycomb small, like thin. It's like very porous. All right, let's check these. So we do have some large steel tubes and some other stuff. We don't have enough yet, but we do have enough for me to just kind of shove them in there. Yay, okay. On to motors and large steel tubes. Okay. Have you produced said motors and large steel tubes? No, you're out of iron, which is okay. We will work with that. We are running low on oxygen. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab the O2H2 generator, chuck the oxygen in there. and turn it on, because apparently it's not on. There we go, now it's on. Now we have some full oxygen tank to breathe from. And I can also use this to fill me up. Let's turn off that light since we got some good light in here. Ooh, 4 kilometers. Okay, it's that ship that used to behave like the old cargo ships where they would just fly by and you'll never see them, but if you got close, they were pretty neat looking. Okay, so there's those, and we need to continue drilling. Oh, how absolutely fun. Let me grab some steel plates so I can build that drill, because I think I know why I couldn't build the drill. There was a sudden lack of steel plates, or a striking lack of steel plates. There we go. Okay, now we have a second drill. I'll have to drill out the other side because I also need a third drill. So we'll do that, and hopefully that gives us enough material to build the bob, which means I can just walk around drilling instead of relying on these drills. There we go. Let's plop some in. Now, possibly one of you is wondering why I'm not going after the salvage drone, because it's stuck, and it's in a great position for me to just go and attack it. It's because I want to build a drone to attack the drone with. I feel like that'd be fun. And it's not going anywhere, so just leaving it there it seems pretty harmless. Unless it figures out how to get over here, which I don't feel like it is going to. None of them did figure out how to get over here. They just shot through the rocks. Kind of cheap on their part, but I do think that it's because the long mod list I have. Maybe there's something there that doesn't play nice with each other, or I have them in the wrong order. Load order is important in some games. I'm not sure how important it is in this one. But I tried to follow the rules on their page. I might have messed up a few times. So that's why I'm like really nonchalant about it. Okay. So we got all the 24 motors, all the 7 large steel tubes. I thought I needed 10, but we have 7. Hopefully that's enough. I think maybe a couple of them got put in there. Yeah, they did. Okay. We now have a bob. Wonderful. Okay. So, Bob, I'm giving you an ignore color. Before we even start, build and repair system. I'm also giving you a nickname. Bob. Okay. So you're going to get a fly mode. You're going to get none of that. You're getting an ignore color for welding. So a ignore color for welding will be... Oops. Let's go ahead and find a color. There we go. Red. Red sounds like a good color just to ignore for now. Just because... let's go the old putting a number to get it to the top of a list. Okay. Let's just kind of refresh that. Didn't do it. Let's get back into the list. That does refresh it. Okay. I thought sorting it would or trying to sort it would refresh it. But so we have pick current build color. Set as the current build color. Nope. That's pink. Okay. Well, that's a fine ignore color for me. Either way, I have to recolor these. Okay, you ignore these for now. I'm gonna spam middle click because I don't remember if if it works, but now we can turn on the bob. Yes, activate the bob. It's not doing anything. There we go. Okay, the bob is active. We have things being repaired and or built. We will dump that down and try to ignore all the flickers. Oh, whoops. Build and repair system. Turn it back off. Weld the functional only. There we go. I just wasted a lot of steel plates and interior plates repairing the place, but that's okay. All right, so now we're not going to put collect only if idle, because that's not. For some of these mods, I'd very much like a search function for their individual settings, because it's kind of hard to find sometimes, especially, here we go, okay. Don't collect only vital. I don't know why I just turned that on, the thing I didn't want on. Okay. So we got Bob going, and while Bob's going, I'm going to go ahead and clear out this whole area on the side. Yay! Yay, something that'll collect all the rocks for me. Hopefully. I don't think it's going to get to them. Not all of them, at least. We got quite a few floating around. Bob's kind of busy, so that makes sense. To me, at least. Let's go ahead and dump these rocks on him. There we go. We have stuff being collected. I don't think me drilling is faster than running these drills. Once I build them, of course. We will need gray. I am unable to place the drill because it's on the right. It looks like it has a few issues. Let me press T to turn off auto rotate. Yeah, it looks like all through the right, like the right bottom and then the whole right side on the front. Okay, that's doable. So now I can just spam click without worrying about them deleting themselves or getting cleaned up. There we go. That might be a good amount of room. Let me get the edge off here. There we go. The thought is I can spin the drills and they can collect more material. I would try to take off the center drill, but it's not going to do me any good. I'm gonna lose material and having to refine it. Until I get a nicer refinery, I think then it'd be worth it. Because I'm going to need a nicer refinery. Okay, got a third drill. Wonderful. This is progressing quickly. Quickly now that we don't get blown up every half second. Okay, very good. Very, very good. We have some materials going. We have all of the flickeriness that is Bob. I really wish I could turn off that welder flicker. It's annoying to me, and people with, are sensitive to that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if that counts as something that you'd be sensitive to, but I'd rather not chance it. At least on my side. Collection priority? Oh, okay. Let's just bump stone to the top, because why not? All right. Now Bob is doing nothing because he ran out of materials. Good. Very good. So we'll just produce like 100 interior plates and 100 other plates. No. We need to build stuff that we need to build the drills, which is quite a few steel plates. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn Bob back off. And then we'll go ahead and get ready to queue up the rest of the stuff we need for the drills. And I have a thought that maybe if I'm jittering around like that, I have a thought that maybe if I do it to schedule, if I set the build planner and put that in there, like through the assembler itself, I wonder if it'll schedule it on that assembler. I'd love to make an efficiency module now that I'm thinking about it. Or is it a productivity module? Does that one only count for... oh, we don't have any modules. Oh, we do have modules. Okay. We have yield module, a power efficiency module, and what's the other one? Yield, power efficiency, and speed. Okay, no. I don't believe... I only think yield counts for refineries. I don't know. But I do believe it only counts for refineries. Okay, so let's queue up 2 drills. Oops, not durs, drills. Not dur again. What am I trying to find a director here? Nothing happened. Okay, drills. There we go. Boom, 2 drills. All right. So let's go ahead and so they're added to the build planner. Good. Now I'm going to press this button. 2 components cannot be put to production, and of course it completely ignored that and went straight to the survival kit. Oh, I don't understand. I really don't understand. Is it a cooperative mode thing? Do I turn off cooperative mode? Does that help? Not the foot protein resequencer. All right, I turned off cooperative mode. Maybe? Ah, there we go. Okay, so I guess cooperative mode did that, question mark. Okay. Fine by me. We're going to leave that alone because it kind of bugs me that it was stealing the materials. The iron, which comes from the refinery. All right. That's full. Okay, so we can't pull components. So what's going on? How come we can't? There we go. I couldn't dump them to there a second ago. All right. Well, let's go ahead and fill up on energy and, energy and other resources. All right, so we filled up on those. We have an enemy over there. We have drills that are ready to be produced and a lot of drilling for me to do, which I could just do around here for now, just to get done. Yeah, we could do that. I could do drills and then, do drilling and then, say goodbye, because that's what I'm going to end up having to do for probably quite a few minutes. But we'll go around here just to kind of clear up the area around the drills, because I know when they start to spin, they're going to have a little bit of an issue spinning where there is no space for them to spin at. So we'll come up through here and try to make it so they can spin, because I just realized that those armor plates are up top. And if I do get rid of them, I'm just going to drop back into creative mode tools and delete them, just so it's more, I feel like it's more fair, and I'm not just kind of getting all those resources from drilling those up. Okay, and Bob isn't grabbing anything. Hello, Bob. Oh, I turned him off. Can I tell him to stop welding? Okay. Yeah, okay, he's gonna build these anyways. Okay, Bob's collected the stuff. A bit of it probably got deleted. That was entirely my fault. Because I wasn't paying attention. Well, I was paying attention, but I wasn't realizing what I'd done. Which I guess is part of paying attention. Okay. So we'll just grab whatever little bits we can. And almost. There's a little bit more to go. Okay. We've grabbed all that we can now. And we do have things refining, more materials getting built. Very good. Okay. So, hopefully drones, or if drones shoot through your asteroid, please try to encase yourself in metal. I and probably most people would see this as like or hopefully most people would see this as a kind of a reasonable solution. Just because it doesn't seem right that they should be able to shoot through the rocks. But either way, until next time, happy engineering.